Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold, and we'll be with you shortly.
Thank you for holding. How can I be of service to you today?
Yes, I have this recurring charge on my monthly statement, and I can't figure out what it's for.
Well, we'll certainly do our best to help you. What does the charge say on your statement?
Well, it's a $275 charge, and it just says Iraq War.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. The Iraq War cost the average American family over $16,000 since the war started.
Are you kidding? Well, I never signed up for that.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You don't sign up for the Iraq War charge.
Tell me, have you enjoyed your war so far?
It's a standard charge for all Americans.
Have you gotten a picture of who they are?
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Did some men in a cave knock down your tower?
While you're still in line, can I interest you in our new monthly Iran War charge?
No,
Are you gonna behave or lay next to flowers?
Thanks for calling the United States.
Wake up, sleepyhead. It's after 8, you're late. Get out of bed. Fuck what a spectator said. Scientific dictatorship straight ahead. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's after 8, you're late. Get out of bed. This is a bucket of water on your head. You're asleep. You might as well be dead.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Welcome to the Red Pill Show.
The original Red Pill Show.
And now, here's your host and creator for New Alternative Media via podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the original Red Show. Today is December 5th, 2014. The Red Original. The original. I will share why I say that in uno momento. It's my Spanglish. The Red Pill Show is copyrighted by me, no part of this live voice over internet protocol on SpreakerRadio.com. And I forgot to load Audacity so I could throw it on Podbean too, but that's a real pain in the ass. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that or not. I might. cannot be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form without my written consent. The Red Pill Show is for entertainment, hopefully, and educational purposes only. Please use at your own risk. Finally, the Red Pill Show is opinionated. Therefore, the host especially, that's why we do this, the callers, if we ever have any, 815-209-9700, and the people that are naughty in the chat room, which there was one guy in there, and he told me he was a troll. I'm just here to give you a hard time. I'm like, oh, okay, well, welcome, whatever. I don't really care. That's what it's all about, man. It's about opinions and respectable discussions and debates on whatever. That's how we figure out what's going on now, isn't it? Little critical thinking, as my friend Blake the Eccentric likes to say, at freedomizerradio.com on the eccentric perspective. If you are seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a licensed, if required, person in his or her field, little Tommy. Hey, man. No! That's his name. You person that doesn't listen. Whatever that means. All right, so how you doing? I'm doing just great here in the great state of Illinois, where the governor-elect says, oh, the budget is worse than we thought. Oh, gee, there's a shocker. Couldn't predict that one. So it's be interesting. I have hope, though. Otherwise, I'm out of here. I'm gone. See you later, alligator. Goodbye. I'm leaving this party. Time to bounce. State's going to hell in a handbasket. So, anyway, how you doing? You know, I saw this survey, and it wasn't on Family Feud. 815-209-9700. And it was showing the most friendly states and the least friendly states and the best looking people and the worst looking people. And one of the questions was, I highly disagree with what they say or do or whatever, something like that. And the number one state that people just don't get it or get along with is Illinois. No, it's not. It's a great state of Texas there, partner. And I'm like, what? I'm like, wow. Huh. Because although I don't agree, and who does, with everything, and I'm sure some Texans, I would assume, don't agree with everything that happens there. But out of all the states, I gotta say, I'm like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. So, plus they're doing really well. The economy's doing really good, and you can give credit to whom you may, whether it's the politics or what they think or what they do. I mean, having a shitload of oil. Well, my state does good because of me, even though we're sitting on a shitload of silver and gold. But what's that have to do with it? A lot. Has a lot to do with it. Like gas, man. $2 a gallon, they're saying. What? Which kind of concerns me a tad. And the thinking I've heard and why that's going on. I know the dollar's real strong compared to all the other currencies. And OPEC is not cutting production, so that will keep the supply up. But I read a story somewhere where it is putting pressure on Russia because Russia sells a lot of that kind of stuff. And it may hurt them economically because it's so cheap, which isn't good. But again, this reminds me of 2008, where everything was just wunderbar. Nothing bad's gonna happen. How dare you, you naysayer? And I'm not saying it is again. But I don't know. It's like Groundhog Day to me. And cheap energy always stimulates. I'm drinking my tea, so I'm not drunk. I don't even have 0.00001 alcohol, BAL level. Well, I got nothing. Just drinking my hibiscus tea from my favorite tea place here. Anyway. And I'm on a non-gluten, non-GMO, which pretty much means I could just eat the grass in my front yard. And watching the coffee for hypertension reasons. Not that I have it, but why should you wait? So hibiscus tea is good for that. So I'm drinking that. And there's this cute little tea maker called a Zarafina, like Zarfina. I think I brought this up before because I just told them about it here again in the tea shop. And $65 on Amazon. Fucking really sweet. This is an explicit program. Right? So today's Friday. I was going to bring my guitar right now, which is my favorite, is my Strat. My Fender Strat. Stratocaster made in Mexico. See? And I'm going to answer the phone. Please stand by. All right, sorry about that. It had to definitely see. That's what's nice about podcasts. I can edit that, and you never know. Excuse me. So, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, this is so bad. I was talking about my guitar. Yeah. Made in Mexico. And I asked the guy in Guitar Center, plug. By the way, I'm not affiliated with anybody. I'm dumb enough to do this on my own, at my own leisure. So that's why. But I was really stimulated or motivated by the 2008 meltdown when my bank told me they would help me, and then they said, get behind on your payments for 90 days and we'll help you, and they didn't, and they destroyed my credit and my business line, and I'm like, this fucking sucks. It's not right. So that led me into Infowars.com, Glenn Beck, and then people like Peter Schiff, Jim Rogers, and Mark Faber. Well, I'll just screw it, yeah. So, and Gerald Celente with Trends Journal, and I am a subscriber for disclosure to that. It's $100 a year. I think I said the other day oil was $40 a gallon. It's like I'm in a barrel. Sorry. But he's talking about my guitar. So I just figured being Friday, thank God, and having a little fun, just to pull that sucker out, because I can put it into my little mixer here through my RCA jacks and separate channel, and it sounds really good. Could always be a better player, but I don't know what guitarist says that they can't, but whatever that means. And speaking of that, so I was Twitter, Red Pill Show 2012, and I was contacted, or I don't know, I think these guys started following me. They're a band. I got a few bands that are following me, and that's cool because I love music. The intro is me talking with Payday Monsanto. Check out his stuff at paydaymonsanto.com. And it's Wake Up or Die, which is a little extreme. Now, everything on here doesn't mean I support it 100% and agree with it and yada, yada, yada. I don't even agree with myself sometimes. So there you go. And then after the intro of his song, it's me, and then it's a little song I made on GarageBand, which was kind of cool. I like it. And then I come in. But anyway, thank you to him. I have permission to use his stuff. I have permission to use Desiree Bassett's stuff. And now, my music collection is increasing because these guys sent me a link for a free download for their stuff. And the band's called Tempting Fate. I'm going to play a track off their album, the first track. I don't think it's the title track, but it might be. First track. And I like it. Now, I love the music, to be honest. It's what I would call the screaming rock stuff, real hard. Not to offend anybody, or that's exactly what they are, but like I just had Angel Sevenfold. Is that her? Seven? What the hell's her name? Just heard them in a Disturbed thing, but it's even more than that. But it's that type of genre. So me personally, I like the guitar, classic guitar, Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, Boston Foreigner, and then all the current stuff, Nickelback, stuff like that. That's what I like. So, but be that as it may, I love music, and I was listening to some of these tracks, and this one, I was listening to the words, and I'm like, wow, I really like this song. So I'm going to play that later. But they gave me permission to play this stuff, so there you go. Thank you for that, because it's the whole copyright thing. Although I agree with it, it's really dumb, in my opinion. Well, dude, how do we get our stuff out? Well, you need people to play it. Well, yeah, but then it's free, or we just give it out. Yeah, but we can't do that because of copyright crap. Well, and it's really prevalent in like major radio stations where they have to buy a license to play the music, which is fine. I'm not arguing that or putting it down, but some people don't have that type of money like me to buy the stupid license. And you're not going to get your stuff listened to on mainstream unless you have some connections. Or it's really, really, really good. Like, why aren't you playing this stuff? And this stuff is awesome. But, as we all know, supposedly rock and roll's dead. Yeah, right. Sure it is. So am I. Not yet. 20, 30 years maybe. I've been God willing. But rock isn't dead. It's just not supported anymore. It's not mainstream. Son of a bitch. Hang on. I apologize. All right, no, that was a butt dial. So if the phone rings again, I'm just gonna play this song, jump right into it, as unprofessional and as that's gonna seem. But if I had my own stuff out and I had that talent, I would like, hey man, can you play this shit for me, please? Passing it out on the street and CDs and MP3s, and so if you want your stuff played, just get a hold of me on Twitter. That seems to be the way things are going, which is fine. I'm also on Facebook, Original Red Pill Show, and that Sue, TSU, and Tumblr. And it's all Original Red Pill. Now, the reason why it's Original Red Pill, now, I've been playing with doing this stuff for on and off for like 5 years. Had a short-term gig at Freedomizer Radio, and it was cool, but I can't commit to a schedule. So I can't do that. Not for fun. I got a life. Sorry. I just got things to do. So when I get time, I'll do this. I got my Mac, and I'm doing this on my time sitting in my van because it's lunchtime, and there's nothing I can do besides eat, and I'm not going to turn into a fat fucker, so I might as well, no offense. So, gravity challenge, what's wrong with you? Sorry. And sit and eat. So, I got about an hour to kill, and I like doing this, so I'm just like having fun. But the reason why it's the Original Red Pill Show is because there's posers out there. And when I was doing my show, there was a guy that was Red Pill on Facebook, and he was making comments like it was me. And it's like, hey, wait, hang on there. Not me. So then I got off of it, and I'm like, whatever. But I let everybody know, hey, you know, what this guy's saying is not me. So. And then there's a Red Pill Show. I think if you Google it, there's a guy doing it on some network. And it's like, oh, that's great. So now someone took my show. Or at least the name, because I've listened to it. And I'm not impressed, but people could say that about me. So that's fine. Touche. Yeah, man, you suck, dude. Okay, well, call me and tell me that, please, so I can do better. 815-209-9700, man. Come on. It's so much better when you have a co-host and commercials and music and a phone that works, which this one does. I'll probably just start bringing guests on, so I want to talk to Minister Ken about some stuff going on in Ferguson, which I'm going to talk about a little bit today. But that's why it's the Original Red Pill Show. Okay, so try taking that one, right? So it's like Dr. Pepper. Like, oh, I'm Dr. Pepper. No, I'm Original Dr. Pepper. The original. Wasn't there one? Or the original Coke, maybe it was? I don't know. So that's that. Why it's the Original Red Pill Show. It's going to stay that way. All right? So, where are we at? We are at 24 minutes, so I'm almost half done. And I haven't talked about nothing. So, I think I'll play this song. And, of course, my phone won't ring, but it'll ring right after that. And I want to talk a little bit about the Ferguson thing, but the only concern I have is that, oh, you're a racist bastard, the cops are beating shit out of everybody, you're killing people, get away with it. I don't want to go there. I don't. I'm really concerned about the divide and conquer and the finger pointing and the race baiting. I'm very concerned about it. And I am far from a racist. And I'll explain why when I come around. I'll share a couple stories. You can be the judge, and then you can be the judge on what you think what I'm saying, because I'm really concerned about this. It's bad enough we have class warfare, we have economic warfare, whether it's by design or not. Now we're all going to point each other out and say we got 2 arms, 3 arms, 5 arms, 1 eye, a big nose, fat lips, black skin, white skin, red skin, green skin, whatever. Now it's all about that. And then the next thing is going to be, and I'm getting into this and I don't want to, is going to be a religious war. Mark my words. And that one's going to be really bad if we don't stop. That's my concern. Not to mention, I have to say a few things. I saw a story about a state trooper in Illinois. I'm going to share that too off of Channel 32 on Fox News. So there's some naughty cops and there's some good cops. But you shouldn't throw the towel in because some cops allegedly are doing some bad things. And it's all perspective anyway. So I'm going to play this song. It is called Questions by Tempting Fate. So enjoy this because I did. And I don't know, these guys, I wish these guys luck. So here you go. I'll be back on the other side and enjoy listening to Tempting Fate Questions.
We're in the same damn place with the same old brand. We've been
Welcome back to the original Red Pill Show. That was Questions by Tempting Fate. I encourage you to do a Google search. I'll have a link next time. They're on band. I don't want to say garage band. What the hell was that band? I don't know. I should have been a little bit more prepared. Like I said, I don't write nothing down. But Tempting Fate, check it out. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I should look into that as well. The more I get into this album, I will. But support these guys, because I kind of like that. I got a little trivia for you, too. So, I like, what the hell is his name now? Ahmed the Terrorist. Jeff Dunham. And we went and saw him a couple years ago, almost to the day. And Guitar Guy's out there. And he's doing his stuff and doing, entertaining us. And he shares the story that his son, it's like, Dad, I play guitar and I'm going to get a band. We're going to be the best thing ever. And he's like, yeah, sure, son. Go ahead. Good luck. Well, his kid, according to him, his son is a guitarist from Angel Sevenfold. Is that it? I think it's it. It's like, no shit, really? That's really cool. So there's a little trivia for you, according to him. I mean, I didn't do a family tree or blood test or anything to verify it, but that's what he said. So I found that to be like, wow, really? That's just crazy. So, but congrats, that's great. I love seeing people succeed and break out, especially in music. I mean, getting paid to do music? Are you kidding me? Sign me up. All right, so what I'm going to touch on, I have 32 minutes. Very, very touchy subject. And the last thing I wanted to go into is name-calling and pointing out our differences, especially in our skin color. Not to mention getting a really bad attitude with law enforcement, because that is not good for society either. Those people are there to serve and protect you. And if they're going to be looked upon like they're a threat, then they're going to think they are a threat, and then that's even worse. So, in my opinion, we don't need that. I mean, what happened to the day when you saw the cop driving down the street and you waved at him? And the sheriff, and it's like everybody was just, of course, they look like cops now. Now a lot of them look like they're in the military. So that's a little intimidating too. Son of a bitch. Hang on. See, I told you if I played that song, the phone would ring. Hang on a minute. Excuse me. I can apologize. That's it. This phone rings one more time. I'm done. Because I can't get into this and then stop. It's like kind of ready to orgasm and you stop. I can't do that. I mean, I guess you can, but it's not a good thing. All right. So this concerns me to the point where I've watched it. I've let it go. I'm not even paying attention to it. And I know I just said I watched it. I've only seen things on the internet. I don't watch mainstream media anymore. I'm not watching that coverage. It's all biased anyway, in my opinion. I don't want to watch it. You're not going to tell me what to think. Just show me what's going on. And even when they do show you what's going on, they're not showing you what's going on. They're showing you what they want you to see. Kind of like the Wizard of Oz. There's some old fucker behind the curtain twisting knobs and pulling levers, and supposedly the Wizard of Oz is this big magical thing, and it's an illusion. So I don't pay attention to that anymore. That's why I get my news from Drudge and Blacklisted News, Infowars.com, The Blaze, whatever. And then I make up my mind what I think's going on. Just give me the facts. That's it. But I'm really concerned, and I am. I'm really concerned. If this was happening in my community, I would be like, listen, man, this shit's got to stop. Got to stop. So here's me, okay? Now, I grew up in a town that had multi-diversity people. And a friend of mine that is no longer with us anymore lived behind me. He was the first kid I met, and he was Spanish. And I met with him and was a really close friend. Went to school. There was Asian people. There was black people. There not a lot of Hispanics. Maybe there was. Hernandez. Yeah, there was. But I didn't, like, keep score, you know. I'm not doing demographics, especially being a kid. I didn't really care. So I grew up in that and hung out with every ethnic people you can think of in high school and got married, had a couple kids. My kids grew up in a town that was very diversified. And have a granddaughter that is half African American, and a son that. Here we go. I have a son that was in the military. I'm going to be very vague on this one. Very vague. Is in the military. And he went to a concert, and he was really the only white person there. Well, to make a long story short, somebody pointed that out and had a problem with it and proceeded to hurt him. But the friends that he was with had his back, and a big fight ensued, and he got out of there and threw his buddies in a cab and left. Not before he got stabbed in the cheek, which was right close to his eye where this guy was aiming. So you can call it a hate crime, you can call it a race crime, you can call it what you want. I don't care. I'm going to call it what I think it is, and I'm going to call it wrong. So when this happened, I was ready to fly and get all the legal representation I could to take care of this. Not to mention, I was upset. It's my kid. You want people to be accountable. You want actions taken for justice. And it didn't happen. Now, did I protest and go out and do things and do violent things and say things? No, I didn't. because that's not the right thing to do. Was it wrong? Yeah. Did it get publicized? No. Did anybody do anything? No. If it was the other way around, would it have? I don't know. So I see this going on in Ferguson. I mean, not literally, because like I said, I don't watch TV. And I'm really trying not to pay attention to it. What really happened, I don't know. What a grand jury decided on testimonials, witnesses, and facts. I hope. Now, does that make that right? I don't know, but I can see why people are upset, and I'm not siding here. I understand. But to demand justice through violence and doing other things and even pointing out more diversity in divide and conquer is not going to fix it. Then you have the officer that was involved, and he resigned. Which means he doesn't get his pension, he doesn't get an income. From what I know, he's married, and they're expecting a baby, and he don't have a job. And by the decision of a grand jury, he was doing his job. That's what they say. But if this officer was doing his job and he was in the right and he didn't do anything wrong according to a grand jury, then why did he have to resign? That's not going to help things either. And from what I know, no one's speaking out for this kid. He's a kid. I don't even think he's 30. And I know how that is, starting out and having a kid or a kid on the way. But there's no arguing that the whole thing sucks. There's no arguing that. Well, this, that, whatever, and he did this and that. Yeah, and I get it all, man. I get it. I get it all. I get it. But what you decide to do as an individual to deal with it is on you. Well, that's not right. You're not going to get justice sometimes. You know how many times in situations I've been in, especially in business? Oh, that's business. Bullshit. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and there's no justice. Well, I can shove a bill up your ass because I can. Really? And a lot of times it happens. Oh, sue me. I actually had one guy say that. Sue me for $1,500. Really? Is that justice? No. Should I do something? Well, besides not taking care of him anymore, no. What am I going to do? That's not right. But I'm not going to point out all the dynamics and the obvious situations of why or maybe why it happened. I don't know. Because people suck. When it gets down to it, people really suck. Now, I'm not saying everybody sucks and I'm perfect. Believe me. No. I'm saying in the situations, people suck. Why are you doing that? I'm a God-fearing Christian. When Jesus was getting persecuted and everything that happened to him, what did he do? This man was going around trying to say he was the Son of God, praying, showing people the right thing to do, gathering disciples. And what did he do when he was arrested and convicted and killed? Did he fight? Did he call people names? Did he point things out? No, he prayed for them and asked God to forgive them because they don't know what they do. We don't know what we do. I can assure you, rage and anger in certain situations like the one I shared definitely is an influence in your thinking. But I would argue that you're a human being. If you corner a dog in a corner, it ain't going to smile at you. It's going to show its teeth and probably bite your hand off. But does that mean the dog is like that all the time? Absolutely not. Most of the other times, a dog would lick your face off and tail's going 240. But you can't condemn the dog for defending itself because it felt it was being threatened. And I don't think the dog's going to carry that into some other situations to escalate into more bad behavior. I just don't. And it's really scary to me that an animal that is nowhere near intelligent as we are behaves better than most of us. So are we all going to be happy when we destroy ourselves? I mean, there's really no arguing it happens economically. There's such a division and divide and conquer, and well, you can't get this job and make this money without this piece of paper. You can't live in this town without making this type of money. You can't drive that car without making this kind of money. So there is no arguing that we are definitely divided by economic status. No doubt. The race thing's been going on since the beginning of time. I'm looking at a red car, a blue car, a van, a black van, another red one, a gray one. There's maroon. Are any of these cars better than each other because they're black or red or white or purple or green? No. And if I point that out, well, you're a racist bastard. Really. That's red, sorry. That's blue, and that's black. So what? I remember this when I was a kid in reruns. The original Star Trek series had two aliens on board of the Starship Enterprise. And one of them was half white on the left and half black on the right. And then the other one was half black on the left and white on the right. So they were reversed. And they wanted to kill each other because they were so different. But they were the same fucking color, just reversed. I'm like, that's crazy. Just because they were different. And when it came out to it, they were pretty much the same. So if we don't stop this and don't give the respect and trust our system to come out with the right decision and have rule of law and other things, we're screwed. We are following the Romans that so closely in their destruction that I can't even tell you. Then what is next, in my opinion, is a religious holy war. First, it starts with you're an asshole because you make too much money. I don't make enough. The second thing is you're a different color than I and have different ethnic background. So you're an asshole. Now You're a different religion and not the same religion as me, and I don't believe in what I believe. You're an asshole. And that's going to be the end of it. More wars have started over religion than anything. That's a fact. So that's how it's going to escalate and most likely end if we make it that far. And as a concerned human being of this race, I am concerned. And that's it. Who knows what happened in Ferguson? I hear this, I hear that. That's fine. It's horrible. It's happened in other places at different times. And the same reaction always happens. And it's on you. You have to decide how you're going to accept it and deal with it and move on and be a better person. And that's it. And that's what I got to do. What happened with me and my son, yeah, I was upset. Yeah, I was pissed. Yeah, I was ready to jump on a plane and fly 18 hours. But I didn't. Because I didn't let my emotions and reaction take over. My instincts, my survival. And that's what this comes down to. And I fully understand that. And hopefully that's what's going on now, and it ends and it diminishes. We need leaders to say pray, to solve things without violence. Ask for forgiveness. What did Jesus do?
It's 1 o'clock.
And it's 1 o'clock. You might not get justice in the answers that you want, but when everybody starts becoming a better person individually from forces within and from the outside, the world's going to become a better place. As corny as that sounds, but that's what's going to happen. You reap what you sow. But right now, what we're sowing, you don't want to be reaping, and it's going to continue to become problems. So the next time you're in a coffee shop and you see a stranger, and God forbid they're a different color or whatever, why don't you buy them a cup of coffee? If there's law enforcement officers, I did this a few years ago. And they're all sitting down. I was traveling across country, and I bought all the officers a cup of coffee. Why not? But if everybody's going to go around thinking they have it in for them, that's just going to put everybody on the defensive, think emotionally, and be reactive and look for their own justice. And I pray that doesn't happen. So, with that said, all I ask is you just think about what I said. And when you're throwing challenges like this, and God forbid something happens to your own kid like it did me, just ask for strength and hope and pray. And look at what Jesus did. That's honestly how I got through it. And that's it. All right, so with that said, thanks for listening to me. Everybody have a great weekend. Excuse me, I'm looking for my outro here. And I'm going to bounce, man. So check out, I just took it out. What the hell is her name again? I hope you like that song. It was really cool. I hope these guys make it. And what is it? Tempting Fate. And Questions was the track I played. I liked it. And good luck, guys. Really wish you the best of luck. Yeah, I got to find my outro again here. Come on. I should have loaded it here. There you are. All right, so thank you for listening to me. God bless everyone. And I'm going to pray for us all and have a great day. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show.